Mr. Spears, right?
Yeah.
Okay. $14.90 WHBB, and our guest has arrived, Mr. James Spears. And good morning, Mr. Spears. How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Good. Yeah. Now? What is now? Who are you officially with? And
Dallas County.
So you're Dallas County.
Yeah.
Okay.
Softball and baseball.
Okay. So now the registration, and I guess you guys have with an arrangement with the city. Wait, tell us why you're here and how this thing works.
We're here to try to register kids from age 3 to 12, boys and girls, for softball and baseball. We started a couple of weeks ago. Registration ends March 7th. $50 registration fee.
Oh, so it's changed. The
Yes.
registration fee has changed.
Registration fee has changed.
Mm-hmm.
We also register girls from 3 to 18 for softball.
Mm.
And which a lot of them play high school, and they have to wait till their season over with to play.
Mm-hmm.
But we still we do that for the older girls too.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing this now?
This is my 5th year.
Your 5th year?
Yes, sir.
Goodness. And so where are we, with our youth participating, with softball and baseball?
Last couple of years, we had about 44, 45 teams.
What?
Boys and girls.
Teams?
Yes.
Wow. How many average in each team?
Average about 12.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And we since we started with the county, this is the first time we had the girls doing fast pitch. About 4 years ago.
Mm.
We are so far behind with everybody else because they've been doing fast pitch.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying to catch up, and everybody is kind of on the edge about the registration fee that we have
because it's 50.
Because it's 50,
mm-hmm.
but we had to move it up because we was the lowest one in the state,
and
we still are the lowest.
Even at 50, yeah.
Even at 50, we still are the lowest.
What is the money used for?
Uniforms.
That's what the $50 is. Oh yeah.
Equipment that we have to buy.
And what about if you have to travel? I mean, because
yes,
there've been some, you've been in some World Series. And,
yes, sir. We've been to the World Series. We didn't make the World Series last year. That's the first year we hadn't made it since I've been doing it.
What?
Every year we made the World Series in baseball. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I remember at least a year. Well, I remember one year when there was problems with being able to. You had to make an appeal to the community to help raise money to get for the expenses for the team.
Yes, sir.
So I'm assuming you're trying to avoid all of that kind of a thing, huh? Mm-hmm. Several years ago, I met some people from the Oakland A's, and they were scouts, talent scouts. And they were really here to look at Selma University's players.
Yes.
And they said to me, we don't have the kind of participation by young African American youth in baseball that we used to have. Yeah. They're basically from South America, or Caucasian, but the number of black baseball players was nowhere near what it used to be. And they were concerned. They said we need to see if we can at least have more of an interest. So how do you? What's your read on that? What's your take on that?
I'm with them. Like we have several kids that have played in the past that went to college. We had a couple of going to pros, but we don't have the participation, and that's what we're trying to get now. More kids to participate early. They start at 3 and 4, and get out there and just enjoy
get the skills, huh?
Yes, we keep that build.
What do you teach? With your baseball and softball.
The basic. We just try to get them the basic first. Catching, hitting. Our main thing is pitching. The coaches that we have are volunteer coaches. Some of them have played softball or baseball, but some of them hadn't. And that right there is the line that kind of separates them.
So you have to train them too, huh?
Yes, we had to have coaches meet. I have coaches meet every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, all the way up to the season start.
Wow. And the season starts when?
April 4th.
April 4th.
Saturday on April 4th.
Where are you playing?
At the Sportsplex.
At the Sportsplex.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have a relationship with the city of Selma's recreation?
Right now we don't. I talked to Mayor Moss the other day, and he was going to talk to Judge Nunn to try to get that
create a bridge,
back.
Right?
Yeah, because we were together.
That's what I thought.
But now to try to create that, get that back together. I talked to him. I think it was Sunday. Yeah.
Why do you think it's important? Well, I guess let me go back to the basics. Do we have the talent in Dallas County?
Yes, we do. We do have the talent. We do have the talent.
And so, but they have to be trained.
Yes.
What else do you teach other than the basics of technique in terms of baseball and softball?
Well, with the young men, letting them know that baseball and this sports in particular, it's a way out. To way to get to school, to be a better productive citizen. Instead of just being out in the streets all the time.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do: pull more kids in, so we can have them off the streets.
Give them something to do, something positive.
Yes. Positive
what about I'm sure I know you have to stress discipline.
Yes.
And do you find, how do they respond to you trying to instill those kind of principles?
A lot of them do respond in a positive way, and it's going in the right direction. We have Adrian Holloway, who's doing personal training. We have DJ Smiley, who's doing personal training with the young kids.
When you say personal training, what is that?
They on their own time. They're coming out there. Kids come out, training them to hit, catch. And these guys have played college ball. And Smiley, he's in the minor leagues right now, and he comes out every day and train young kids too. That's helping our program out a lot.
So now, where are you in terms of coaches? Do you have enough coaches?
Yeah, well, we still need coaches, especially on the softball side. Baseball, we're looking real good on coaches. We're just hoping the kids sign up. Like in our 7 and 8 bracket, we already have 6 coaches, and we always have more teams in 7 and 8 boys than any other. 11 and 12 this year, right now, it's surprising. We have more 11 and 12 boys signed up this year than we have anybody right now. Yeah, and they always be last, but right now they're in front of everybody.
Now, do you have any scholarships for people that can't afford?
We do have scholarships offered through Dixie Youth, and Walter Gilmore from Morgan. He got the scholarship last year, $1,500.
Wow.
He won the scholarship last year. Anybody who participate, even if you participate when you was 5 years old and did not play no more, as long as you participate in the program, you're eligible for scholarship when time comes. All you have to do is write up, give us a little
background bio on yourself.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. And we turned it in to Dixie Youth, and this year Walter Gilmore from Morgan County, he got the scholarship.
Okay. Now, what numbers do people need to call, and where do they need to come? Give us the rundown.
334-407-6227.
Okay.
Now, one number on there on the sheet, got to disregard that because the guy, he just retired. So I got to bring someone new in for the season start. People are worried about the
uniforms.
Yeah, what the $50 cover.
Yeah.
This is the uniform that we're.
Those look pretty nice. If you're on on YouTube, you can see he's holding up the flyer with the uniform, so you can see what kind of. They look pretty good quality, huh?
Yes, sir. And this just for the team, but we always use the major league nickname, the Braves.
Yeah, I got
White
you.
Sox. Yes,
Right.
sir.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah.
showing it.
I
Yes,
see
sir.
the cap, socks.
Yeah.
What about pants?
No, well, the pants, we're gonna leave that up to the coaches because they always get either
White.
white, red. They're
Just the
gonna do what they
basic
want.
color,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds pretty good. What else do people need to know? What about insurance and medical?
Insurance. That $50 covers insurance, and this is how the insurance works. If your kid get hurt out there on the field, your insurance kicks in, then the insurance that we put on the kid finishes everything up. Yes, sir.
Okay, put a pin on that. We need to go down to Cornerstone and say hi to Jewel Williamson. Good morning, Jewel. How are you? Yes, ma'am. I'm as well as to be expected. How about yourself?
Left something at home, some folders at home that I needed, so I've had to turn around and go back to order, but it won't take me long to get back. If those state troopers will stay out of my way.
I don't know about that now.
No, I go to church with one of them, and he watches me all the time. I have 512 AG Avenue. This is new to the market. It is about 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, and it is designed so that you could have an extended family to, if you needed the space, or if you have teenagers in your house, you put them on one side and you get on the other side in your private suite with your den and your big bedroom and big tiled bath. It's a wonderful house, and it's priced at only $150. It's got a great lot, good concrete parking area with turnaround. Then I've got 212 Pine Needle Drive. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Looks like we're doing well on 4 bedrooms, 3 baths this morning. Pine Needle Drive is an established neighborhood. This is a great house with great curb appeal. Gives a realtor either the one on the sign. If you don't want to call the one on the sign, then you call your favorite realtor. Keep that in mind. If there's a sign in front of a house, you don't have to call that person. Anybody can sell you that house. Now, we like it when you call our phones when our sign is there. We like that, but that's not something that you have to do. I don't think that you have to just deal with the person who has a listing. We have 9 Chandler's Drive, that is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, absolutely wonderful home with 3,500 square feet plus, the biggest bathroom I've ever seen, and I felt like I was in the Mediterranean when I was in that bathroom.
Boy, it must have. What is it? Does it have a? What does it have? A jacuzzi in it or something? I see. Does it have a jacuzzi or a large tub or what?
It does. It's got lots of stuff. And this home is in the backyard makes you feel like you're in an oasis. So we will call on that one, 9 Chandler's Drive. And then we got something different. Sandra Mitchell has 10 acres on Old Marion Junction Road that we really need some new subdivisions in Selma so we can grow, so people can have some choices about some newer homes. This would be a wonderful place for any of you people who would be interested in laying out a subdivision and getting lots ready to sell. This would be a great place to do it. And then Renetta Hicks has 615 Cahaba Road. It's a beauty shop now, but it's big enough, and it's got a separate side that you could have a retail shop there. Just plenty of space, plenty of possibilities. So look at that and pass by. It's in a good location for business. So give an agent a call, Renetta Hicks, or anybody, any realtor that you want to work with. And you can call us at 872-0441. Or come by 519 Lauderdale Street. We're always fun. We've always got something going on in there, and we will do whatever we can to help you. If we don't know it, we'll find it out. And thank you for letting me talk this morning.
Well, thank you, and keep up the good work, and watch that highway, you know.
Hey, I'm on it.
Yeah, well, be careful, please, be careful.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We'll talk to you the next time.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that's Jewel Williamson at Cornerstone Realty. Our guest this morning, Mr. James Spear, with the county, what?
Softball, baseball, and softball.
Okay, Dallas County softball and baseball, and sounds like you got you got 40-some teams and 12 average 12 players a team. You got over 100. Close to 200 people, huh? A little more than 200 youth. That's good. I mean, that's 200 youth that ordinarily would otherwise be idle, and finding something else to do with their time. Now, what about the parents? How are you coming with with them being supportive, or do you find that there's any reluctance by parents to get their kids involved?
Yeah, well, the problem with that is transportation. And like this year, we're trying to, if someone his kid want to play in the neighborhood that one else is playing, so can we get them on the same team so they would have transportation?
Some transportation.
Back and forth.
You kind of like carpooling.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Now I know that you have a number of forms with you. You want to make sure you get into all of them.
Sponsorship form. Anybody want to sponsor a team, you can go down to the courthouse and get a sponsorship paper from Miss Ellison from 11 to 4, Tuesday through Friday.
From the courthouse?
Yes, from the annex building.
Okay, all right.
Or you can come out to the ballpark every Saturday from 10 to 2, every day except for Friday from 4 to 6:30. I'll be there from 4 to 6:30.
Will you practice from 4 to 6:30?
Yeah, we're doing some kind of work out there.
And this is for sponsorships in terms of businesses?
$350, and just like I just showed you.
Right.
Just for instance, if Walmart sponsored the Braves, Walmart name will go over
the Braves. So
Yeah.
they'll know who the company is.
Yes.
Now, how long do they have? Do you have a deadline for sponsorships?
I want to try to get them in saying by March 7th, so we can go ahead and distribute them out to the team.
Right, because they have to be imprinted with the name of the company before you start your regular season.
Yes, sir.
And what else do you have?
There's just registration form for the kids, $50.
Do they have to have a physical?
No, they don't have. All they have to do is answer this medical question down here, whether the kid, has
any medical issues. Right.
Sign the waiver on the back. That's it right there. Like I said, we do have insurance. Once we place kids on team, I get the insurance for each team. So, some have to kids. We do have insurance to cover.
Does it happen very often? Do you have? I didn't think so. I very rarely hear of anybody, because baseball, it's not like football.
Yeah.
You know, you're more prone to get hurt on a football field than a baseball field, huh? Although a pitch is going, what, 90 miles an hour?
Yeah.
If you get hit in the head with a pitch, you got a problem, huh? Yeah, so I hear you. Now, how does this work in terms of if you've got that many teams, how does the ranking go, and how does it go from what regional to state and the World Series?
We do our regular season, and we choose from each age group 12 players. We only take 12, and we try to choose the best 12, and choose coaches to go to the sub region, play sub region.
So it's not an age based.
Yeah, it's 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And so you choose 12 from each age group. Okay,
yes,
and then you do a team. You combine the teams.
No, they're gonna stay. 5 and 6 gonna stay with 5 and 6. 7 and 8 stay with 7 and 8.
So all right.
So there'll be 4 different all-star teams.
I was gonna say, so they're all-star teams.
Yes.
That's what I'm wondering. You know, so it's not like the Braves or the Pirates.
They'll be mixed.
They'll be mixed. Yes. You're pulling the best 12,
best 12
from each age group.
Yes, sir.
And then they play.
Yes.
And so what's the first level of play is what?
Sub-regional.
Yes, okay.
Sub-region, then state.
And usually where is that usually where's the sub-region played?
It's it
varies.
Yeah. We haven't got it. We got the dates, but we don't have the places yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sub-region is for Ricky is June 4th. Yes, sir.
Well, that's a short season then, huh?
Yeah.
If this is only going from April to June.
That's because that's the way Dixie has their tournament set up. Now we can continue to play, but we're gonna get them teams, the all-stars together.
Right.
Play. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Now that's for both girls and boys.
Girls and boys. The date's gonna be a little different.
Right. Okay.
And this is on our 3rd year having our girls to play all-star. They never play all-star before this 3rd year.
Have they ever gone to the World Series?
No.
Okay, not yet.
We had, last year we had 15 U teams that played the first year of all-star, and they lost out 11-4. If they'd have won the game, they'd have been in the World Series. But that was their first year ever going.
Oh, that's pretty good then, huh? Yeah. Well, that's good.
And they're looking forward to it because we had a game last night, Selma in Dallas County. And all the kids are ready for the all-star. They're ready to go play
now, huh?
Yeah, because they got that experience last year.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So it sounds like you're building momentum. I can remember at one time. My goodness, I mean, the number of youth that were participating in softball and baseball was phenomenal.
Yes.
And so I guess you're trying to get back to that level, huh?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, the very first year, I think we had over 500 kids that came out, and last year I think we had a little under 400 that played last year.
Right. Now, and I know the parents and families and friends are gonna, they come out and watch them play and cheer them on. When they come to the game, what's the fee?
The fee this year is $5 entry fee.
It's not bad.
$5 entry fee.
Yeah. And you've got a concession stand and all of that.
Yeah, concession.
Are they typically played during the day, or do you have night games?
Everything starts at
6 p.m.
6 p.m. We play 2 games in each field, 5 fields. We have a total of 10 games a night.
10 games a night? Yeah, my goodness. What's the average length of the games?
5 and 6 play 1 hour. Okay. 7 and 8 plays hour 15. 9 and 10, 11 and 12, they play an hour and a half. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess
they're gonna go the innings, 6 innings, or the time limit.
Oh, okay, all right. And I'm assuming that I'm sure the lights is well lit, huh? Those are kind of new lights, aren't they?
Yes, sir. We need to get some more. We're working on that now.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds like a winner. Anything else you'd like for people to know?
Last year we were planning to do an in-house all-star game, so more kids can get familiar with all-star. We're going to do that this year. And we have our the guy who's from Selma, who runs the program in Birmingham, he's bringing down 15 teams, and we're gonna play on May the 2nd. Our team's gonna play their team.
It's like a practice run.
Yeah, for
an all-star run.
Yes. Yeah, we've been doing that for the last 3 years, and it's last year we went to Birmingham. The year before they came to us, so we're gonna continue to do that.
You rotated one
Yes.
year to the next.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that
they're coming
sounds...
to us May the 2nd, which is a Saturday. And they've been pretty good so far. You know.
What happens if it rains?
Well, we had to reschedule.
Then you reschedule.
That's what happened with our All-Star last year. Every Saturday we planned it, it rained. So we had to
Goodness, you had to...
Hopefully we can get it in this year.
Yeah, okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, you want to give those numbers out again and the requirements and what parents need to do to get their youth involved.
Come to sign them up at the Annex building. Go see Ms. Ellison from 11 to 4, Tuesday through Friday. Come out to the ballpark from Monday through Thursday from 4 to 6:30, Saturday from 10 to 2, all the way up to
May the what year? I mean March 7th.
It's the cutoff date. $50 registration fee. I think that's about it, Randy.
And that should cover everything. The $50 covers insurance and the uniforms and all of that. After that, they don't really have to worry about having to pay anymore.
No.
Yeah. Unless you end up going to the World Series.
Yeah, unless we end up going to the World Series. And the last couple of years, we've been having folks that have been donating to make that happen for the kids.
Right.
So, you know, we had team we went to Louisiana with Miss John Sullivan and Miss Mamie Sullivan, who pitched in a lot to help make that happen for the kids. Okay,
I didn't know that. Yeah, well, I'm glad you told me. All right. Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's about it. Sponsorship, anybody wants to sponsor team, $350. Come see me or go see Ms. Ellison downtown, and we'll take care of that for you.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a winner, man. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you came in, and we want to continue to remind our parents and youth to take advantage of the baseball and the county baseball and softball program. And it sounds like you guys got a good thing going.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it, trying to get it to grow a little bit.
Okay, Mr. Spears.
I just want to say thank you to Judge Norton and the county commissioners for all they do for this program.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We're going to take this break. Excuse me, and I'll be back with more after these messages. All right. Well, let's hope that gives you a shot in the arm.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah.
You know.
I think it will. Because, like I said, last night I signed up about 6, 7 kids last night at the softball game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm surprised there's that many people. You know, I didn't realize you had that many kids.
Yes,
you know, goodness, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
200, 500 is really where you want to get back to, huh? Yeah. Well, that's good. That'll keep them out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Well, anything I can do to help, just let me know.
All right. Oh, and Mr. Fortier say, what's up, Mr. Fortier?
Where is he? Is he working with you?
Yeah, no, I helped him over to Elwood. You know, he's over Elwood.
No.
Yeah.
What's he doing over there?
History.
No.
Yeah. Yes,
oh, I didn't know. Well, I have to say hi to him sometime. Yeah, that's good. That's good to hear.
All right.
Yeah, you tell him I said hello.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Yes, sir. You.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. Where are you? Oh.
Tell them what happens. Department. It is absolutely free, and it's not just one vehicle per family. You can bring each vehicle that you have to serve as that reliable, and for every fifth oil change, that costs you 1 cent. Now, one thing, I love that word free. So come by and see us right here at 14th and Orange Street in downtown Selma, right across from the post office.
Phone number again, 872-2337, or check us out on the website at reliablegmc.com. Banking the way it should be. At First Dollar Bank means you never have to worry about the season or the weather with online banking. It's always there and always on. 24/7, 365, even on
Yes, sir. Thank
I'm
you,
Richard
sir.
Walters,
All right.
President
All
of
right.
First Dollar Bank, here to let you know that all of our online banking resources have been invaluable to our First Dollar customers. Although our lobbies are open, personal and business customers have discovered how convenient and easy it has become to manage financial resources without having to come inside the bank. And all of our online services, including mobile banking app, are free. Visit firstcahaba.com to get all of the information, or feel free to call any of our locations in Selma, Troy, or Gulf Shores for any questions or information. Banking the way it should be at First Cahaba Bank means we are constantly focused on the very latest technology for customer convenience and overall satisfaction. We would love for you to join our growing community bank family. First Cahaba Bank, member FDIC, equal housing.
1490 WHBB. I tell you, on a sad note, I found out this morning about the passing of Joanne Bland. And you could say we were friends. I consider her a friend. We worked together for a while over at the Voting Rights Museum the last year or so that she was there. And then, and I've, I've worked together on different projects. And of course, now I'm glad to see, though, that she was able to do the Foot Soldiers Park. That was a dream that she had, and it became a reality. So many times, many of us, many people don't get to live long enough to see their dreams realized, but Joanne did, and people are responding. Of course, um, there's an outpouring of love and prayers and support from friends and colleagues in the community. The family's asking for privacy while they mourn. And there were some other statements that were made by Congresswoman Terry Sewell and Selma Mayor Johnny Moss, and the statements, and the family issued a statement I'll be sharing with you as well. Viewpoint, you're on the air.
Good morning, Randy.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, I was sorry to hear about Miss Bland. I was sorry to hear, I just heard you said that she had passed, and I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, it was kind of caught me off guard,
Yeah.
This has been a pretty interesting period. Jesse Jackson, now Joanne Bland. I tell you, we never know when is our time.
That's right. Well, Randy, this outside, have they played again?
They won their last game. I think they've got a regional game coming up next week.
Okay. I wish them luck, and I was sorry to hear about our brother Jackson also. He'd be coming to the Jubilee every year and everything when he was able to,
And even when he wasn't able, he came, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Because he was in a wheelchair last year.
Yeah, he was, and sorry to hear about him too, and Miss Lance also.
Yeah.
And all right, Randy.
Well, thank you for calling, and thank you for making those expressions. Okay, 334-875-1490 and 1492 are the numbers to call if you have comments or questions. I'm going to do the community bulletin board and church calendar in a little bit, but so it was kind of a sad, well, quite naturally, well, I would be sad to hear about Joanne, and it was a surprise. She was born here in Selma, and she was a foot soldier. She was a member of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and of course, that's an organization that led sit-ins at segregated restaurants across the South. She was also a part of the various civil rights marches in 1965, which led, of course, to the passage of the Voting Rights Act. She was one of the students to integrate A.G. Parish, which later became Selma High School. And she went to college, understand, at Staten Island College in New York, and she also served in the U.S. Army. When she returned to Selma, she co-founded the National Voting Rights Museum and Institute and started her tour agency called Journeys for the Soul. In recent years, she co-founded Foot Soldiers Park, which was a highlight that Congresswoman Terry Sewell pointed out in remembering the life of her friend. She says, Congresswoman Sewell says, I am heartbroken to learn of the passing of Miss Joanne Bland, a freedom fighter and daughter of Selma, Alabama. It was foot soldiers like Joanne who put their lives and freedom on the line for the right of all Americans to vote. As the founder of Foot Soldiers Park in Selma, Joanne dedicated her life to ensuring that the rich history of the movement was preserved for generations to come. May she rest in peace and power, Congresswoman Sewell said. Joanne's family released this statement. It says that it is with profound sadness and heavy hearts that the family of Miss Joanne Bland announces her passing. Miss Bland departed this life surrounded by love, leaving behind a legacy of strength, grace, and unwavering dedication to her family and community. Miss Bland was a woman of remarkable character whose presence touched countless lives. Her kindness, wisdom, and enduring spirit will forever remain in the hearts of all who knew her. She was a pillar of faith, resilience, and compassion, and her impact will continue to be felt for generations to come. During this difficult time, the family respectfully asks for privacy as they grieve and make arrangements to celebrate her life. Details regarding memorial services and funeral arrangements will be shared at a later date. Um, the family extends their sincere gratitude for the opportunity, for the outpouring of love, prayers, and support from friends, colleagues, and the community. Selma Mayor Johnny Moss III also posted a statement saying, today Selma has lost one of her greatest daughters. The passing of Joanne Bland is a devastating loss to our city, our state, and our nation. Ms. Bland was not just a witness to history, she helped shape it. As a child foot soldier in the movement, a marcher in 1965, a defender of voting rights, and a co-founder of the National Voting Rights Museum and Institute, she carried the spirit of Selma with strength, truth, and unwavering courage. Her vision for Foot Soldiers Park ensured that the everyday men, women, and children who marched for freedom would never be forgotten. She dedicated her life to ensuring the story of Selma was told honestly, boldly, and without compromise. Joanne Bland marched so America could move forward. Selma will never forget her. That's Selma Mayor Johnny Moss the third. And so I'm sure that Joanne would be happy to know that people thought so much of her, and which I already know she knew. And many people showed her love. While she got some flowers, and that's a good thing. You don't wait. We don't need to wait so long to let people know that we appreciate the work that they do. And I'm glad that Joanne um, was able to realize her dream with the Foot Soldiers Park, the beautiful renovation of the building that is adjoined to Reflections, a coffee shop, and what was the Selma Times Journal building that they now share. And it's a beautiful building, an auditorium, and I've participated in several events in the building. I think they probably have something every week, if not every day. And so, so again, my condolences to the family of Joanne Bland and friends in the Foot Soldiers Park and all in the National Voting Rights Museum and Institute. Like I said, we worked there together for a while. And so, I'll think fondly of Joanne. Let's take this break. And I'll be back with more after these messages.
Up here, fast-paced and full of challenges. The last thing you need when you have a vehicle accident is more hassle on top of hassle. Wouldn't it be great if you could just go sit down and talk to Mom and Pop? Well, you can. Mom and Pop are alive and well at Auto Beauty Body Shop in Selma. Aaron and Cindy Grimes have owned and operated Auto Beauty Shop for a good while now, and they extend their caring family approach to their customers. Certainly, they have the latest multi-tech equipment and highly trained technicians, and they have an excellent relationship with all the insurance providers. But they have something no other body shop has. They have Aaron and Cindy, the mom and pop of vehicle body repair. A simple approach to discussing the damage, the estimate, and the factory quality repairs. Please drive safe, but if you have an accident, ask your tow truck driver to take your vehicle to Mom and Pop Auto Beauty Body Shop, 2001 Highway 14 East, phone 334-872-2248. There are currently no delays. They can get you in today and start your repairs right away.
Feeling bad? Don't have a doctor? Don't know what to do or where to go? Whether you need urgent care, primary care, or even family care, Primary Health Solutions is there for you at 913 Medical Center Parkway, right down from the Vaughan Regional Hospital. You don't need an appointment, just walk in or call 334-418-6700. Dr. Tyler Goins and nurse practitioners at Wood and Megan Crane will get you in, evaluate your symptoms, and prescribe the right treatment to get you well soon. Primary Health Solutions, Medical Center Parkway, Selma.
Well, even if you didn't get that new furniture you wanted for Valentine's Day, the folks at Gray's on Broad still love you, and you still have time to take advantage of some really great specials inside the store, including that 20% discount for the remainder of the month on all living room suits. And yes, you can finance and take up to 12 months to pay with no interest. Stop by, talk to Miss Margaret, Miss Lisa, or the mayor. Gray's on Broad, 514 Broad Street. Furniture's so nice to come home to.
Meadows Tire and Automotive is your undercar specialist. From the latest and best tire technology to the services required to keep your vehicle running great, we can get you out on the road quick and at an affordable price. See us at 2897 Citizens Parkway in Selma. Better service, quality, selection, and more. Come see us, our deals you won't believe us. Meadows Tire and Automotive. Call or text us at 334-8757.
1490 WHBB. Good morning on this Friday morning, February 20th, 2026. We've got some things coming up in the very near future. A few things I didn't mention in the last hour that I certainly want to make sure I mention, and I'm going to go all the way through all of them. But first, let me pick up where I left off in terms of dates. And that would be next week. In fact, I've got a couple of things happening. The Veterans Community Resource Fair is going to be February the 26th, next Thursday at 9 a.m. at the VFW on the Kings Bend Road. Get connected, get informed, get the resources you deserve. It's free to the public. They'll have community vendors and VA Administration Claims Clinic will be on site with VA raters on site. I understand that, it's hard to get to those raters, and so they'll be here. Take advantage of it if you're a veteran. There'll be health and wellness resources, community panels, and conversations. The last one that I attended to cover, they had a lot of participation and a lot of questions and more importantly, a lot of answers. I hate to go somewhere looking for information and the people who you're asking the questions for don't have the answers. And I say, well, what are you doing here then? Why am I here? If you can't answer my question, but anyway, but that's not the case with the veterans. Mr. Aaron Roper, instrumental in planning this particular event. And so I know it will be well done, right? Also, we've got a couple of other things coming up, but before I get into that, let's take this quick break and I'll be back with more right after this.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio, take one. Behold the angry giant. Try it again, Alberto. Behold the angry giant. Perfect. Good luck today. Behold the angry giant.
Yay! Leave me
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Man, do I love hard nights. You ready, boys? You got a king? Oh, come on. This is WWE superstar Titus O'Neil. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Friday. New information on a missing 2-year-old girl from Enterprise. Genesis Reed was reported missing on Monday, but police say she disappeared a long time before that. The girl's mother, Adrienne Reed, is now in the Coffee County Jail with $1 million bond. She's charged with making a false police report. Police are encouraging members of the public to come forward if they know anything. Starting today, it's your chance to prepare for our next round of severe weather with Alabama's annual severe weather sales tax holiday. The idea came up after a deadly tornado outbreak back in 2011. So this weekend, dozens of items under $60 will be tax-free. That includes batteries, weather radios, tarps, ropes and tie-downs, plywood, duct tape, and also generators under $1,000 and their power cords are tax-free as well. And good news in the Olympics, Team USA, the women's hockey team, wins the gold medal for the third time in history. That's your news on this Friday. Thanks for joining us.
1490 WHBB, and I certainly want to thank Mr. James Spears for coming in and giving us that information. You know, that's really important, and it's good to know that we do have some outlets for youth, that there's some recreation that they can get involved in, where they can have a little fun at the same time and learn a good, the discipline which translates into work ethic is really what happens. We know everybody is not going to make it necessarily to the pros, but as I hear people from time to time say, the journey, you know what I mean? That journey many times is what's important. It's just as important to go through the journey, and what happens is you get to meet good people. They get exposed. And some would say, yeah, and I get them out of my hair for a few hours. But well, but that's not the main thing. With parents, please try, if you have a talented a young person, even if they're not talented, you help them grow and get involved in some positive things. Now let's see here. Now I know that Superintendent David Scott also is going to be having a community meeting to talk about the merger of Payne and Clark elementary schools. He's going to share the information from that community survey. That is going to be on Tuesday the 24th. You know, this month is almost gone. It's moving along right away. I believe that's going to be, I know it's an hour from 5 until 6. I'm not looking directly at it. I'm going off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's 5 o'clock. I'll see if I'm going to try and find the actual announcement, and probably by the 9 o'clock hour, I'll be able to confirm the time, but I'm pretty sure it's 5, but I know it's an hour. And also he's going to talk about what they're going to do and discuss the curriculum and how they're going to handle the School of Discovery. And a wonderful facility. I haven't, done a tour of it yet, but it looks good from the outside, that's for sure. And so I'm looking forward to a new chapter with the School of Discovery. The Omega Chi chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity is having a Jubilee Day party. Music, food, vibes. That's Sunday, March 8th at the MK 87 building, 100 Broad Street. from 2 until 6 p.m. Tickets are $25 and includes all-you-can-eat brunch buffet. Tickets are available at Eventbrite and at the door. You can email omegashyselma@gmail.com for any questions. And that is one event. That's going to be again on Sunday, March the 8th. Sunday, April 5th, the Gospel Music Workshop of America, Southeast Regional Chapter, Black Belt Auxiliary presents Richard Smallwood, a tribute to excellence. That's going to be Sunday, April the 5th, 4 p.m. at Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, 1534 Dr. F.D. Reese Street, where Reverend James Perkins Jr. is the pastor. All singers are welcome. Rehearsals start this Monday, February 23rd at 6:30. Speaking of Reverend Perkins, he is scheduled to be on Viewpoint on Thursday, March the 5th. And, this time of year, of course, you can't separate Reverend Reese. I can't, from the events of Bloody Sunday and the Voting Rights Act and his leadership. And of course, I remember him telling me, he said, he said the day that at the end of the beginning of the third march from Selma to Montgomery, they left Craig Field and he accepted the pastorship of Ebenezer. Tell you what, we'll get into some of that in the 9 o'clock hour, but right now, let's get ready for Fox News on WHBB Selma. I'll see you on the other side of the news. It is 9 o'clock.
The economy has slowed down, and President Trump blames Democrats. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Economic growth slowed in the fourth quarter, expanding just 1.4%, weaker than predicted and down from 4.4% in the third quarter.
That's Fox's Ginny Casola. As for the blame,
before the GDP report was released, President Trump posted that the government shutdown cost the USA at least 2 points in GDP, and he called again for the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates.
There also was an inflation update this morning showing a more than expected increase in what are called personal consumption expenditures in December, up 0.4%, and the annual rate of PCE inflation up slightly, 2.9%. We're just getting news out of the White House that President Trump is planning to take a trip to China, March 31st to April 2nd. The president now is having a breakfast meeting with some governors at the White House, and a reporter just asked him about potentially attacking Iran. The president saying he is considering taking legal action. He's been saying bad things will happen if Iran doesn't agree to scale back their nuclear missile programs as the U.S. military presence grows in the region.
Amid new reports that Iran is preparing for war and rebuilding its nuclear sites that were damaged in U.S. strikes last year, all despite engaging with the U.S. in talks, President Trump is making clear that Iran has a very short window to agree to a deal. According to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, President Trump may force Iran into an agreement by carrying out a limited initial strike to escalate pressure.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich at the White House. At the Winter Olympics, Norway just broke a record, winning gold again. They're 17th this year, more than any country in any Winter Games ever. And the day after Americans won gold on ice twice, figure skating and women's hockey, Team USA will play Slovakia in the men's hockey semifinals. Canada faces Finland first. The game starts later this hour. America's listening to Fox News.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Ben Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G coverage. What? Franklin wasn't even a president. Hang on to those Benjamins. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to an American wireless company that's truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Here's a tale of Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups made her jaw drop low. Then she found good RX. Now she's in the know.
GLP-1 prescriptions FDA approved.
With clear upfront prices.
And same-day pickup.
That's good RX. no-nonsense way. Save time and money on prescriptions.
Get to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Turning to Wall Street, we are seeing a stock market that is reacting to something out of the Supreme Court moments ago. The Dow is up 215 points. The NASDAQ gaining 136, the S&P 500 up 29, and the court decision relates to Trump tariffs. The Supreme Court issued a decision that the president's enacted under the federal law. These tariffs meant for national emergencies, and they ruled against his inaction on that. So we're going to have to wait for more of the rulings details from the court. Again, stock market seeing some gains as a result. The price of oil is down a quarter, still about 66 bucks a barrel. Gas is up slightly, putting AAA's national average for regular $2.93 a gallon, 11 cents more than a month ago, still 23 cents cheaper than a year ago.
Los Angeles County announcing the lawsuit, making claims that the popular gaming platform markets itself as safe, but in reality, it has become a breeding ground for predators, with children repeatedly being exposed to sexually explicit content.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter on the lawsuit against the gaming platform Roblox. This, as a social media trial, continues in Los Angeles, and the lawsuit alleging Instagram and YouTube are made to be addictive, which the companies deny. Amazon also has legal issues.
The Washington Supreme Court unanimously rules that Amazon.com must face lawsuits brought by families with relatives who took their own lives with sodium nitrate bought on the online retailer's platform. It rejected a lower court's ruling that the families could not sue under a state product liability law, and in essence ruled that it's up to a jury to decide whether the product played a legal role in the deaths.
So that's Fox's Carmen Roberts. Again, the Supreme Court ruling against President Trump's authority to issue all the tariffs on imports around the world. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Your 1490 WHBB weekend weather forecast. Lots of clouds today, off and on, 50% chance of showers, and a high of 73. Tonight, we keep the clouds, drop back to 62 for the overnight low, and a strong 70% chance of more showers possible tonight. Could be a very rainy day tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms, high of 74. That chance of rain tomorrow is 80%. Back to 40% tomorrow night as temperatures cool down to a low of 42. Rain all gone by Sunday, with sunshine returning and a high in the mid-50s. For a cold Sunday night, clear and down to 29. And for Monday, much cooler with sunshine and a high in the upper 40s, mid-20s for the overnight low Monday night. That's your weather. Have a great weekend. 1490 WHBB.
1490 WHBB. Good morning. There's a few other things that I need to share with you. Of course, next Saturday, the 28th, Reverend Frankie Hutchins is informing a cancer support group, and we're going to have her on. She'll be coming on one day next week to talk about the event that is going to be held at Clinton Chapel on next Saturday. And I understand there will be a light lunch also that will be shared with the participants. And so we certainly want you to put that on. If you're a cancer survivor, or if you have been diagnosed with cancer, I understand these support groups many times can really help you work through the process and be able to talk with and associate with or socialize with people that have some of the same issues, certainly the same problem as it relates to cancer. And, when you talk to people who have not been through something or something similar to what you're going through, that's one thing. But when you talk with folks who go or having the same issues, then that's quite another. And so if you've been diagnosed with or have survived cancer, then Reverend Hutchins says that they're here for you. We're here for each other. At Saturday, February 28th from 10 until 12 at Clinton Chapel AME Zion Church, 615 Green Street. And I encourage you to participate, right? Also, coming up in the very near future, not just coming up in the very near future, you know, I had talked about All-in-One Restaurant having opened on Monday past, and they're open every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, except Saturdays. Sundays, they have extended their hours from 11 until 4:30. And so I know a lot of people will be glad and are glad to hear that, okay? We'll have to get with Miss Lorraine Petway and her husband, the Petways, one day and see how things are going. I know they're glad to be back open. I haven't been over yet. I'm curious to see how the renovation went, and I'm also overdue for an interview with the new president of Wallace Community College. We're overdue for an interview. We've run into each other a couple of times at a few places, and I know she wants to come on, and it's just a matter of us scheduling. But I think that's really positive, you know. A Selma native, president, female of Wallace Community College. We'll get into the details about that at some point as well. Dr. David Scott, Selma superintendent. I was talking about Selma City School superintendent, that meeting. I was right. It's 5 until 6 on Tuesday, February 24th at Clark Elementary School, 405 Lawrence Street. He's going to be sharing information about a community survey involving the merger of Clark and Payne Elementary Schools and the latest details about the innovative educational format for the new School of Discovery. And your voice matters. Let people know what you think and how you feel, you know, and this way you know that you have, well, especially when you know there are people who are willing to listen to what you have to say and take it into account. Greater New Heights Baptist Church in Birmingham, 2101 34th Avenue North in Birmingham, is having their pastor's 7th anniversary for their pastor, Alfonso Bowen. The theme is The Faithful Servant. That's going to be Sunday, March 1st at 11 a.m. That's next Sunday, not this Sunday. And the guest speaker is our own Pastor Alan Barnett Jr. of New Historical Everdale Baptist Church in Selma and Uniontown's Living Hope Missionary Baptist Church. Okay. Also coming up on March the 8th, Living Hope Missionary Baptist Church in Uniontown having their Men and Women's Day program. One body, many members, one purpose is their theme. The guest speaker, Christopher Wright, pastor of Lily Grove Missionary Baptist Church here in Selma. And of course, Living Hope in Uniontown is where Reverend Alan Barnett Jr. is the pastor. Deacon Roosevelt Sanders, chairman of the Deacon Board. The MC will be Deacon Eddie and Sister Diana Thomas. And then on March the 15th, the annual Men and Women's Day celebration at New Historical Everdale Baptist Church, 77 County Road 888. Their theme is Created by God. And again, that's where Reverend Alan Barnett Sr. is the pastor. And the guest pastor speaker will be Pastor J.C. Vincent of Fig Tree Living Word Church in Jones, Alabama. All pastors, excuse me, are invited to participate in that. Okay. And let's see, what else do we have? We got a couple other things coming up that I need to share with you. After these messages.
Good neighbors.
Trust their automobile maintenance and city tune-up. Fittings and ASE surprise each vehicle is properly cared for. If you want honest, dependable, and guaranteed automotive service and repairs, call 334-874-6689 for a city tune-up. 2899 Citizens Parkway in Selma.
Every woman's life is a journey, and every journey is unique. No matter where life takes you, you deserve compassionate health care every step of the way. Bowen OBGYN Associates will meet your unique health needs at each stage of your life. Time for your first mammogram, ready to start a family, or need postmenopausal care? Come see the Women's Health Team at Bowen OBGYN Associates for services close to home. New patients welcome. Most insurance plans accepted, including Medicaid. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
1490 WHBB. Good morning on this Friday morning, February the 20th. 2026. Now we talked about the baseball and softball registration for the county. Valley Grande also is in the process of having registration tomorrow and next Saturday. They will be having registration for softball and baseball, and they will be at the City Hall, Valley Grande City Hall on Alabama, on Highway 22, 5914, Alabama 22. For more information, 334-872-0104. Also, St. Paul's Episcopal Church having Lent lunch on Wednesday, February 25th at 12 noon at St. Paul's Episcopal Church, 210 Lauderdale Street. Pastor Lee Tate of the West Central Baptist Association is going to be participating. What else is happening? A Christian Outreach Alliance, Thursday, 10 a.m. until 12 noon, the food pantry, free groceries for Dallas County residents. You must bring a photo ID required every visit and a recent utility bill, electric, gas, water, or garbage, and your name with a Dallas County address for your first visit of 2026. And of course, they are located on the corner of J.L. Chestnut Jr. Boulevard and Mabry Street. City Block Wellness having a grand opening mobile market Thursday, February 26th. This is going to be in collaboration with Live Healthy and Live Smart with UAB. They're going to be bringing in fresh vegetables. That is City Block Wellness, the grand opening of the mobile market. That's next Thursday, February 26th, 300 Broad Street. They're located, that's really on the corner of Broad and Dallas Avenue if you need to have a mental landmark. Also coming up on next Saturday, the 28th, the Selma chapter of the Links Incorporated having their heart and kidney lunch and learn from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Vaughn Regional Medical Towers classroom. You can contact Dr. Patrice Hardy at selmalinks@gmail.com for more information. And of course, we've got a few other things happening. Selma and Dallas County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism will be celebrating a ribbon cutting and grand opening of Clay Seafood House, Monday, March 2nd at 11 a.m. at Citizens Parkway in Valley Grande. Okay? Also on March the 2nd, that's a Monday, a new historical marker is going to be unveiled, honoring the foot soldiers of Bloody Sunday at Brown Chapel AME Church, 410 Martin Luther King Jr. Street. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Dr. Terry Ann Scott at institute@commonpower.org. And that is going to be again on Monday, March the 2nd. Also, the new executive director for AUM Foundation USA is having a program on Wednesday, March the 4th from 5 until 6:30 at the Dr. Michael and Catherine Bullock Community and Recreation Center, 1428 Broad Street. Stop in and help welcome Mrs. Alka Bargav, founder, and Mrs. Mary Shirley Howell, executive director to our community. Okay. This is from the Selma and Dallas County Chamber of Commerce and Tourism calendar. Also, the Selma Dallas County Public Library on Wednesday, March the 4th at 10 a.m. will be School of Discovery School with Rhine Select Turf. For more information, contact Dana Stewart, 334-874-1725. Looks like every Wednesday, St. Paul's is having the Lenten lunch at 12 noon. But now on March the 4th, the Honorable Mayor Johnny Moss III is going to be the guest speaker. And that is on March the 4th. March the 5th, of course, through the 8th, the Selma Bridge Crossing Jubilee. For more information, 334-526-2626. And on the 7th of March, Jerome Singletary, local Christian book writer, born and raised in Jemison, Alabama, will be coming to the Selma Dallas County Public Library from 9 until 1. For more information, contact Dana Stewart at 334-874-1725. The University of Alabama is having the Selma River Pitch Competition on Thursday, March the 12th. And that is going to be at the Selma Amphitheater, 2 Lawrence Street. Preston McGee is the contact person for that, 334-518-0559. Okay. City of Valley Grande having their first annual Valley Grande Fair on Wednesday, the 11th of March through Saturday, March 14th. The gates open at 5 until 9. That should be really nice. That's a perfect area, right? And it will be Wednesday through Saturday. Saturday from 1 until 9. Armbands will be available at the gate for $25. Girl Level Up on Friday, March the 14th at the George Evans Building, 7 p.m. It's the second annual Black Tie Gala. You can get more information at girllevelupinc.org. I'm reading this one for the first time. And then on the 11th of March, Selma Dallas County Public Library having a companion gardening with Julie Umber from 10 a.m. on Tuesday, on that Wednesday, March the 11th. Then on Tuesday, March 17th, textured bunny paintings with Kelly Pomeroy at 10 a.m. The next Wednesday, no, that's Tuesday. Then Wednesday, March 18th, homemade relishes and Ford Farms produce, 10 a.m. Thursday, March 19th, lunch at the library with author Susan Besser, a field guide to Selma's architectural legacy, which is a perfect segue into the 50th tour of homes, Friday, March 20th, and Saturday, March 21st. There's some beautiful architecture in Selma and Dallas County. I understand we have the largest historic district in the Southeast, one of the largest, if not the largest, in the Southeast, Savannah and Charleston. I don't know, Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, I don't know if theirs is as large as ours. I was surprised once when I was in Florida, St. Augustine. I'm trying to remember which city, because St. Augustine is also the home of Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and they had a historic downtown district, right? It wouldn't. I mean, if it was 10 buildings, but the beach, kind of offsets, and is also a tourist destination, so it helps them. And then Ripley's Believe It or Not, but there was also a fort that was burned to the ground. Africans, slaves, had escaped from Alabama to Florida, and I think it was one of the which president? He'll come. He'll not. When I get all this stuff in my head, I have to pull the right one out. But I do remember, that was it called Fort Pillow? I think it was Fort Pillow, where they went in and they they went in, and really at that time, Florida was not an English settlement. Florida was a Spanish settlement, and so they violated the international treaty and went in and destroyed Fort Pillow and retrieved escaped slaves from Alabama. That's another. But anyway, so that was one of the other tourist attractions there. But my point is, we have a lot. We have a lot of history in Selma and in Dallas County. And what else is coming up? So the tour of homes, perfect. If you want to find out more about the town that we live in, then go to historicselma.org, and you can get more information on the 50th tour of homes. And on Wednesday, March the 25th, raised bed gardening techniques. And that's going to be at 10 a.m. at the Selma Dallas County Public Library. For more information, again, you can contact Dana Stewart at 334-874-1725. Coming up on the 26th through the 29th at the Foot Soldiers Park, the Selma Cinema Festival. For more information, 334-412-6604. Okahaba is having the bird watching on Saturday, March 28th from 8 until 10. $2 for adults, $1 for the children. For more information, 334-872-8058. And the statewide historic US Highway 80 sale, the longest sale in the state, Friday, April 17th, and Saturday, April the 18th, sunrise to sundown at Angie's Auction. I hadn't been out there in a while. They're located 4094 County Road 44, mile marker 78 on Highway 80. Spaces are still available, $20 per day to sell. I tell you what, Angie's by herself. My goodness, Angie's Auction, the last time I went, it was almost overwhelming with all the good antiques and other unusual items that I don't know if you could find anywhere else, right? And one other thing coming up in April, the Cornerstone of Health Expo, free health screenings, Monday, April 20th, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the Selma Public Library. You know, February, March, and April are really busy months around here. Of course, February is Black History Month. March is the Jubilee, the commemoration of Bloody Sunday and the Tour of Homes. In April is actually the last battle of the Civil War. One of the last battles was the Battle of Selma, you know, and Selma, you know, was a major artillery manufacturer for the Confederacy. And I always say, though, I'm so glad, it's a good thing they moved the capital of the Confederacy from Montgomery to Richmond. Because if it had been in Montgomery, I don't know, it may have been a different, if it had stayed in Montgomery, it could have been a different outcome of the war. Although when Sherman got done with his march to the sea, they came on into Alabama too, and again, and they got Nathan Bedford Forrest out of, he was able to escape Selma, you know, but he didn't win that Battle of Selma, not according to historians. And so Selma, again, is just figured into history so many times and in so many different ways. And I really like the way Montgomery has married Civil War and civil rights history. And so, and as a result of it, they're making millions of dollars a year. Now, does that make sense or what? It doesn't make sense to some of us, I don't think. I don't know. Things that make me go,
Harry Parker at Reliable Chevrolet and GMC, where warmer temperatures are happening, and so are some pretty warm deals right now.
That's right, George. We invite you to come by and see us for all your transportation needs. Looking for a nice Chevrolet or GMC with the warmer weather coming. And we got some hot deals. We got specials going on with all the rebates and special financing on these nice Chevrolet and GMC products. So if you're in the market, come by and see us.
One of the hottest automobiles on the market today is that Chevy Trax.
That's right, George. The good part about it, you can get in a brand new Chevy Trax for less than $25,000. So if you're looking for something to send your child off to college, or they're turning 16 and they need the first car, and you're looking for something that's quite good in gas mileage and fairly inexpensive, come by and check out the new 2026 Chevrolet Trax.
Now, let's get on up to the SUVs. It's got to be that Chevy Tahoe, one of the most popular SUVs on the road.
Chevy Tahoe or GMC Yukon, whichever one you're looking for, we can get you fixed up and get you riding today. And I tell you what, if you hadn't driven one, you need to come take a test drive just to see how nice the Tahoe and the Yukons are.
And if you want the pickup truck, the Silverado or the GMC Sierra, different packages available, and you can get the right one here at Reliable.
That's right. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, small engine, big V8, or even a diesel, we got you covered. Come by and see us.
Reliable Chevrolet and GMC,
located right here in downtown Selma at 14 Florence Street, right across the street from the post office, 872-2337, or check us out on the website at reliablegmc.com.
1490 WHBB. And you know, of course, we have had a lot of death in the civil rights community the last several days. Of course, Joanne Bland locally, and the Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away as well. This looks like suspected spam. I couldn't resist sharing that with you because I get a lot of spam. I get too much spam, you know. It's so much so until when I'm like, it's hard to determine when I'm getting an important call. We can't move for the spam. But anyway, that's another story. So going back to, yeah, let's see here. I want to see, we got a couple of things that we're going to do this morning. And there've been some tributes to the Reverend Jesse Jackson. And I want to share that, some of them with you. Again, you know, Reverend Jackson, at a time when some want to acknowledge